Everyone's unique. Everyone's special. Live and let live. You be special the way you are. I'll be the way I am. She'll be the way she is. No one will grade the others that they're not okay. If each one of us would live in some other remote village, that would be okay. But if we're living together in a society, then we have a problem because we're touching each other. And one way or another, we come across each other, and here there are problems. Everyone should be walking around without looking at others. I look at her, oh, you want something. You're hurting her. He's walking around however he feels like. He's stinky on something. I can't say a word. Meaning, you don't have the ability to build a society, and we can't exist without a society because we have to live, educate our children, we're interdependent. You reach a state where society simply falls apart. Or you are wherever you are, smoke a joint, and great, let's go. Not to see and not to feel the others, but to simply live inside myself. I want to understand. Someone sitting in his corner smoking a joint, someone else in his corner is reading a Torah book, someone third is doing whatever they're doing. If each one of them will agree that there are also other ways to live without branding anyone, grading anyone that he's okay and she's not, but will make sure how he does not hurt anyone else. The world can become a beautiful place, multifaceted, living a life of live and let live. Sure, but I neither see it in the still, nor in the vegetative, nor in the animate world, and all the more among people, because the ego is at the essence of our nature, and everyone wants to control the others, and no one wants to see others who are different from him. He does not agree to that. And exactly against that comes the politically correct culture and says that you want to control the other. Great, you can tell that to your wife at home. You have to keep what you think, your aspirations to control everyone and grade everyone, you keep that to yourself. Go to a shrink if you have to. I'll live the way I want to, she'll live the way she wants to, and also you're privileged to live the way you want, and this is the upper rule. Oren, you have to run for government. If you'll start talking this way to people, they, with their stupidity and limitedness, will buy it, and you will truly become... So please explain, what am I not taking into account? Our nature is evil. We want to use each other, exploit each other. Don't say that a person can be satisfied by sitting at home, not wanting anything from life, from the world, from others. He wants everyone to be like him. He wants for everyone to behave like him. He wants to control the whole world with his opinion. That's the problem. You're not taking into account who we are. Everyone wants to be king of the jungle. The truth is that you can really see it on the social networks when you see the discussions people have where each presents his political opinion and obviously nothing good will come out as a result and everyone wants to just control the others with his opinion. And one of the most depleting things is to get into political discussions with people because obviously it'll end bad. Because really I have a desire to force my opinion over others even if I'm most enlightened. By this we really bring everything to an end. The media, television, all the commentators. There's nothing, really. Because there's nothing to talk about. We've castrated ourselves. Okay, we have 4 minutes left. What's the social alternative that you're offering? What kind of approach instead of the politically correct approach, which is opposite to human nature because everyone wants to be king of the jungle? What are you offering? Today, we're very various. Wherever you look, everyone's different. How do we arrange the society in which everyone is unique and very different so that people can live together? How do you do that? Only if we will learn how can we connect despite all of our differences, despite everything there is between us, that each one is per se and no one's like the other. Everyone has 1,000 reasons to be different and to hate and to reject and to control everyone. Don't you see it in your family? From what I see, your children, they aren't that politically correct. Not at all. I even have twins that they're the complete opposite to each other. Okay, so let's take this sentence. Let's learn how to connect despite all of our differences. What do we have here? If you have a method that can connect people, even though that they all hate each other, that they're different, that internally they're very far from each other, and you're not telling them to be alike. They're not alike. Each remains in his own culture, education, different habits of their own, religions, everything. Someone's against Islam and someone's in favor, and someone's against gay people and someone's in favor, and he wants only vegan and those eat pork and whatnot. How can you connect them as a society, as a human society? It'll be able to exist if we will be connected, and connected in a good way, having a good attitude towards each other, even though that internally we hate each other. A good connection between different people as opposed to human nature. You said that everyone wants to be king of the jungle. Right. This is why we have to reveal the force that will know how to connect us even though we're different. It's inconceivable that it's possible. But there is such a force in nature called the force of good against the force of evil, against the force of our ego. There's another force that we have to reveal. And this is what the wisdom of Kabbalah is meant for, in order to reveal the good force to us. Abraham, he revealed this good force in ancient Babylon, where they had the very same crisis. They even stopped understanding each other. They even stopped hearing each other. Like today, and even worse. And then he discovered that there is a force in nature that can connect us, even though that this is how we are. And since then, we have a method. Let's now that all of us are a moment before pushing the red button with the Third World War on the threshold, let's implement this method. There's a positive force that can connect us. Above all the disturbances and obstructions, where love covers for all crimes, reaching a truly good and desirable solution. And that's the only solution, you have to know that. And if we don't use it, we'll destroy each other. We have 1 minute left. Last question. When will we understand that we need such a method and that being politically correct is not really the remedy? Either we explain about the possibility of correction and people will understand, or by world wars, where people will understand that we have no other choice, in a good or in a bad way. We'll try and publicize the knowledge that there is a remedy. And if not, then the disease will have to break out until the patient, humanity, will understand that there's no other choice. But first of all, to disclose the remedy.